Real drawing doesn't just level up by watching videos. And sure, watching videos helps, but the progress switch really flips when the pencil actually moves, when you actually sit down to draw. So today we are going to discuss 8 habits that make improvement feel way less random and way less chaotic. So, habit number 1, show up. No, there's no rule that says you have to draw daily and you have to do something daily, but when you do something art related every day, like it could be 5 minutes, it could be 1 minute, then that's totally harmless and that's actually very easy. And doing that really helps keep your art engine warm. It really helps keep your artistic sense sharp. And whenever you do sit to make art next time, then your brain will be quite warmed up already and it won't be like you're doing something after a long gap. Habit number 2, learn like a kid. Now, what this means is that you have to drop the ego and keep the curiosity. So, when you make an art and you maybe put it on social media or you show it to other people, ask for laser specific feedback. What's off with my proportion, or what's wrong with my lighting, what's wrong with my line art. It could be anything, and that's how you improve. It might suck hearing that your drawing is horseshit, but trust me, we have all been there at some point or the other. And me personally, I am there all the time and I am very critical with my work, but I still remember to take positive feedback and do not take anything too negatively, although it is important. Habit number 3, put it on the calendar. Creativity shows up when it's invited. So you have to pick a recurring slot, something like Saturday morning, or maybe 30 minutes before you go to bed, or whenever, maybe after lunch. So when you do this, your brain will pre cook ideas while you're busy. What this basically means is if you always draw when you wake up early in the morning, the first thing you do is you brush your teeth and then you directly sit down to draw. Or you even don't brush your teeth and the first thing you do is literally sit down and draw. So then what happens is your brain gets used to that pattern and your brain warms up during the night, throughout the night, and in the morning it's like, yeah, now we're going to sit down to make art. So here is a fresh batch of art ideas basically. So that is a hack and it's incredibly useful. Habit number 4, observation breaks. Observation when learning and progressing in art is literally a cheat code. Observing how light interacts with the stuff in your room, or observing how people move, observing how the human body is like, or observing anything that you want to draw and want to express is literally a cheat code, because you can understand the way it works and really implement it on paper, and inherently and inevitably your art gets better. So what you can do is set a daily alarm or reminder and spend 1 or 5 minutes looking at what you're about to draw. Maybe it's basic forms, edges, textures, light, shadows, whatever. So this trains your eyes and helps you with the whole hand-eye coordination, which is very essential in art. Habit number 5, catch inspiration. Inspiration is moody as hell. You have to be ready for that. It's there 1 minute and it's gone the next. So my advice is keep a mini sketchbook or a normal sketchbook or notes app in your phone or whatever for ideas, thumbnails, weird paintings, and references, whatever. So when you change your inputs and when you keep track of your inputs, then you can really have control over your outputs, which is your art. So if you go to a new place, that could be a new input for you. If you watch a new film, if you go to a museum, if you take a walk, those are all fresh inputs which provide you with fresh outputs, which are art ideas which show up in your artwork and which give you that inspiration. Habit number 6, study process over results. What this basically means is that pretty pictures really don't teach you the recipe. So when you look at time lapses or step by step guides, you have to really pay attention to how the artist blocks in the values, plans the colors, how the artist does edge control, and how when they make mistakes, they fix it. So don't just copy their style, don't just copy the particular brush they are using to paint a particular thing. Use their methods, copy and learn their methods, because that is what is going to help you in the long run and not just aesthetics. Habit number 7, Compare with yourself. Limit scrolling on Instagram, looking at other professional artists make jaw dropping art, because that's just going to send you on a negative spiral. Like, why am I even doing this? There are so many other people better than me. I am horseshit, and I can't really do this. I'm not cut out for this. It's a whole negative spiral that, do yourself a favor and don't fall into it. Instead, what you can do is have monthly checks with yourself and how you are improving. If you keep a sketchbook, if you do digital art, you have your all artwork files, whatever. When you draw for a long period of time, you have the record of your old drawings. So when you look at your old art and you compare it with your new art, you can spot your wins. You can spot the places where you improved and where you got better, and that gives you motivation. That gives you the motivation that just sticks. Habit number 8: keep some work private. Not everything you make needs to be uploaded to the internet. A private collection of your art lets you experiment and be ugly and honest with yourself. There is no algorithm you follow, there is no trend you are concerned about. You're just focusing on experimenting and growing. So, whenever you sit down to make art, maybe you make one for social media, but you make one to keep private so that you can relieve yourself of that pressure and you can experiment and grow. In conclusion, we will wrap up by with this last point, which is you have to stack the habits. You need to show up, stay curious, schedule your timings, observe things daily, have your ideas in certain sort of a collection, so you have net ideas basically, and then a study process to learn and improve. Then you track yourself for the necessary motivation, and then you keep a sandbox, which basically means a private place where you like play and experiment. So do this and watch yourself go from frantic to intentional. This system beats willpower every time, and trust me, when you follow this, your art will improve. So, thank you for watching this far. Subscribe if you like art content. And I put out shorts where I fill up my sketchbook and make cool time lapses. You can go ahead and watch that. And I have a manga drawing video and how you can create a manga in my channel. So, you can go visit that too. So, if you like the video, please like it. And subscribing is literally the best thing you can do. Thank you for your time and have a good day.